Maybe you get a fat one next that fat. Okay? But survive with 2 strikes. Now, the other thing with 2 strikes, and this is a big one, I would even go for this one, even to go into the opposite field, is don't let the ball jump over your back. That means a lot to a lot of people. But there's only 2 ways they're going to strike you out nowadays. They're going to fool you with a breaking ball. You took care of that by getting it deep. Or they're going to blow the fastball over your back. You took care of that by getting on top. So instead of looking, now you shoot it right through there. Tony Perez made a living doing that. And great hitters do that still, that Williams did. Okay. I think I'm good. I know I went over too far. I apologize. But I love baseball. You can probably tell I'm a little psycho with it. And is there any questions, or do I jump? Okay.
I got something. What Dante was talking about, fastballs underneath. When you guys take batting practice, a lot of times you tell a guy hit and run. Well, what are you trying to do on a hit and run? You're trying to hit a ball hard on the ground somewhere? A lot of them end up hitting a line drive. Why did you end up hitting a line drive? Well, I was trying to hit a ball hard on the ground. That's a pretty good swing right there. You know? So that's really cool. And a lot of the stuff that Dante, honestly, when he was an A-ball playing for me, I thought, I put in my report, this guy was such a free swinger, I thought he might be the first guy at the big leagues that hits a home run and bounces the home plate. But I'm telling you this, and what Dante said about, he calls me up and says, hey, I'm going to hit with Bo in January, high school senior. I don't want to see another guy hit batting practice in a cage, right? Well, he's throwing bullets at him in January, like at 85, and he's probably throwing from 60 feet or whatever it was. And then he goes, hey, man, hey, show Mr. Kochman your 2 strike swing. And then he goes into what Dante did when he was playing. He would spread out a little bit, and then he was just going, and it was right center. Right center. Not right field line, but right center, driving. I'm like, oh, this guy's got a gift. And we were in a place that had the numbers, and there were some exit velos for whatever that means, and I'm like, oh, that's sick. But that's what Dante was talking about. And Bo did that, and it was like, man, this guy's special. And you look at it, he's not real physical, but it's this, it's eyes, and it's the wrists, and it's the forearms, and it's all that stuff. It's guys that are all big chisels and stuff like that. Yeah, they look good, but these guys, what? Hank Aaron, you see those pictures of him? Wrists. Slender, boom. So anyway, this is if this is going to be my last time doing this or retire and stuff like that, to have this guy do that and come here and talk, that was like a blessing for me, and I appreciate it. And the last thing, I'm going to leave some stuff on the back there. There's these things that says some things about life. 40 years ago, it's 134 sentences. Like 4 pages. This guy gave this to me 40 years ago. Not last year, it's 40 years ago. It's amazing how some of this stuff is still relevant and stuff like that. It's just something. You put this is the jabroni stuff right here. Well, and jabroni actually is an official word now in a dictionary, so. my phone was blowing up that day that happened because they